Alright, so I've got to get me a mow on today. I can't wait any longer. You might look at the yard and say, you don't even need to cut it. I don't care. I'm gonna get a mow on right now. So let's go. Now look, I know some of y'all are thinking, man, you're crazy. Why are you cutting your lawn right now? It hasn't even greened up all the way. Well, there is a legit reason for that. I'm cutting it all right now so it stays even. I got to get them green areas down low so that when the rest of it greens up, it's all even all the time. So right now I have my reel mower set on its lowest setting, which is about 5/8 of an inch. So I'm cutting really low, and the plan is to try to keep it that low all season. Now, one of the best things you can do for your lawn is to mow it and mow it often. Now, I know some people who only mow their lawn once every 2 weeks or a week and a half, and excuse the phrase, but that's just not going to cut it. You need to be mowing at least once a week, and if you really want to take your lawn to the next level, you need to be mowing it twice a week. Once the season gets going and my grass is fully green and it's growing like crazy, I'll cut it at least every 3 days. A lot of times I'll cut it every 2 days, and I've even been known to give it a 24-hour trim. Well, yeah, it's been 24 hours, hasn't it? Sometimes you gotta give it a little 24-hour trim. 24-hour trim. So the ground's a little wet, well, a lot wet. The grass is fairly dry, but it just rained last night and this morning. So the ground's a little bit spongy. But the grass is cutting well, especially with the reel mower. It cuts pretty well no matter what. So let's take a look at what we cut off. So this is what you want to do. You want to keep it trimmed. Keep the green part that's already green trimmed down low, so that once the rest of the grass catches up, you're not cutting too much off the part that is green. Now look, I don't recommend cutting wet grass. You can see the tracks coming out of my yard where my lawn's a little bit, really too wet. But with a reel mower, you can kind of get away with it. With a rotary, I wouldn't even try it. My lawn's probably 70% greened up back here, but it's still not as full as it will be in about a month. Up front, it's probably 60, 50, or even less greened up. So don't panic. Don't get in a big rush. I know I do. Every single day I'm looking at old pictures and saying, was it greener this time last year? Was it greener the year before that? And it wasn't. About mid-May, late May, in Georgia, we get a full green up. April, we never have a full green up. Now, you might be sitting on a full green up right now. I don't know, but I never do. Especially when we're getting temperatures down in the 30s still. That's not going to be good for the Bermuda. We need higher temperatures for a longer period of time. So don't rush it. Take your time. Let it green up. It's going to be okay. Trust me, I'm with you. I'm ready for my lawn to be all the way green. I'm ready to be cutting like every single day. Sometimes I'm not even kidding. I will cut it every day. But I'm ready to be cutting multiple times a week. And the grass just is not all the way there yet. But I'm still trying to cut it at least twice a week right now. That's to knock that top green down so that when the rest comes up, I'm not taking too much off that green. Now I am realizing that my backyard is more wet than my front yard was, so I am leaving some track marks in my lawn, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it'll be okay. We're mowing now so that later on our lawn can be looking like this. Check it out. Was it really too wet to be cutting? Probably. Did I leave some tracks in my yard? Yeah. Is it going to be all right? You better believe it. So it's definitely wetter in the backyard than the front yard. The back seems to keep that moisture longer. It doesn't get as much sun, especially where my runoff is. So it's definitely a bit of a challenge back here today. So remember why we're doing this, because we want that deep green, nice evenly cut lawn that's fresher than all the rest. So don't give up and stay patient, and your lawn's gonna look great. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then hit that bell notification button so you don't miss a video. See you soon.